Haley got a dog bite yesterday, and so we Steristripped it up last night. It could be a better job. We're going to rework it today. This is the blood, and as we've been passing it around, to actually smelling it to see if there's any infection, it's unlikely actually. If you look at the wound itself, it looks great, by the way. Stop talking to you.
Thank you.
You see how the color of your skin here is fairly normal?
Yeah.
This is a little bit tight. I put those on. We're definitely going to take those off and make them looser. And we're going to see if we need to re-steri it. But actually you can see that it didn't hold well, so we're going to have to redo that. This is one of the things that happens here, especially at night. And so, gloves on. Smell this without putting our nose in it. Helping educate the patients how to smell their own wounds. Everybody has individual pus smells maybe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make soup from this. We make a special dog bite infection soup.
Ooh,
and then we share it with all the people who yell, wake up and rage in the morning. They get to drink our dog pus soup. Actually, it's not enough pus for them. We'll see if we can get more out of them later. I'll just put it down here. And so now the next thing we're going to do is take these off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deglove and work on Haley, and then after, I'm going to wash with betadine because it's really hard to do any of this with gloves on.
That'd be awesome. What's your name?
And it just hurts a lot. So when you take a bandage off, what you want to do is you want to hold it down when you pull so that you're not pulling on the wound. Excuse me. So I'm just going to hold it down here because this right there, that all would feel fine, but right over here you want to be careful so it doesn't hurt too much.
Where'd your friend go? Did you go to
Thank you. Got it. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to take the steris off.
Okay.
So I'm going to take them both at once. I'm going to take them both off. Where is the? Is this right here?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Okay.
If you want a steri strip, I can. How big is it?
Alright. Put you on that? Thank you.
There's a lot
All right,
of good stuff
C-Tac.
in here hiding like Jackson's first stage.
So here, one of the things to do, and this is just good for you to know in case you start doing this later, is we're going to just pull it down, and it's going to hurt a little bit as I pull it right there. And we're going to try to re-steri it and do it a little bit better. But really the worst that happens, so two things. The wound is definitely not sealed, and this flesh has come out, which might make it really impossible to Steristrip afterwards. But the most that's going to happen is you're going to have a scar in a place that you're not going to really feel it, and it's not infected. The real trick for you is to just not get it infected. It's fine otherwise. Really, a small scar will probably be there.
Okay.
Which you could talk about for the rest of your life as having survived
exactly.
Rainbow 2011. And so what we'd want to do, we could re-steri this. See how it's jagged there? That's going to be the hardest problem. So I need thin Steristrips, some sticky tape, gauze, and a little propolis. And I'm going to try to re-steri that. Cool. And over here, you guys can film each other. So as far as privacy goes, so this box is my wound kit, and actually I write everything on it. And I'm interested as well. So this is, it's a fancy. It's actually it's probably made of plastic with a little bit of silver. So, but it usually has the things that I use more often. I need a sterile field. I need a plastic bag or something to put stuff down on, so I'm not putting it on the ground here. Thank you, Scott. There might.
I actually have one in my backpack.
Okay.
Like a big black garbage bag.
Exactly. I can use that blue tarp over there, maybe, or the blue tarp. I just want to put stuff on the ground here. So this is our sterile field. That's John's knee that you're looking at there. The camera brings more people here. I figured that, right?
Because I think it's important. Something's going on because there's cameras.
Haley is important, but
yes, you are important.
I've never had a I've had tip on the car. I've had
I'm looking for the right size Steristrips. Yeah, it's not going to feel good.
Yeah, where?
Maybe I'm not going to do this. So when you do this, if you ever do this yourself, because this is a good skill, you start low down. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up.
I'm going to switch sides, okay?
And I'm going to put it up to here. And then I'm going to press down in here. Remember I was talking yesterday about how thinner strips. And I'm going to come in over here. I can't pull. I'm going to start right there.
Okay.
We don't want all this extra. Do.
She said that we gave her something yesterday. Did you give her anything?
It's really one of the best places to get a dog bite, by the way.
We gave her some activation, some slippery elm. We told her to mix with honey. It's a good damage. That's a mistake.
So you want to pull it tight, but not too tight. Thanks for being such a good sport with all the cameras.
That calm. Yeah, and there's a pancake too in the bowl.
We need 4 of these. You can see how the thinner ones make it easier on you to do it.
Yeah. The other ones are more like plastic band-aids.
They were actually Steristrips as well. But it's just, you don't get to do tiny sections at a time like those. You have to usually a big section. And that,
Yeah, like I haven't done series just right
so now thin tape to hold this in place. It looks great, by the way. Yeah, come by towards the evening. We'll do one without a whole show next time too.
Okay.
So the next part of this is this is laced with LSD and ecstasy and mushroom juice, so that Haley will now have a patch of those things on her. So the next thing she will know, she will wake up in Oklahoma working in a restaurant, and she'll have been there 6 years.
Sorry.
Like the second time, like I had shingles, but something bad to say, so I never said it. I'll ask.
It's kind of having a hard time sticking over on me.
7Song's just like bandages, keep it together instead of stitches.
Yeah, you wouldn't even, honestly, you wouldn't stitch this, just tape stitch.
Because it's not a deep enough hole.
I'm just not going to answer. It's hard to answer questions and really focus on how I already feel circusy here. But Steristrips are instead of stitches. Okay. That's the. I can also pull tablecloths away. No, I can't actually. Tape actually matters a lot. What kind of tape you use and where. So now we're looking for the white Amazonian look, banded arm here. It's kind of a quasi Wonder Woman, whatever island she's from.
Paradise Island?
Is that it?
I had to dig back to my early superhero memories.
Holy shit.
This is your plant walk.
Haley's taking donations. What happened to our friend John, do you know?
We are now going to start planting things in my arm and waiting until they're big enough for you to walk around them.
Thanks.
So, propolis next. Mostly to hold it on. Then we're going to dress this. I don't want too much on here. Sometimes the propolis, just the fluid in it, actually disrupts the tape membrane, and so you get a worse taping. All right, next is
Where is propolis from?
it's from the buds of trees. Basically, bees gather it to build their hives, and so they just go and they just gather. It's really just it's not even modified. It's just a tree product.
Cotton balls.
A non-stick pad. Your circulation is good.
Yeah.
It's gonna take like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna give you.
Can you hold this on with your hand?
I don't know who was here overnight.
Excuse me. How's it feel?
Well, my arm is sore, so I can't really tell if it's too tight or not.
Okay, I don't think it's too tight, but well, I want to put on 2 more pieces of tape.
Okay.
Haley, when you come back, I want to be the, unless there's an emergency, I want to be the one to work on it. Not so much for all this hoopla, but I just want to take care of you.
Okay.
Here's another cut.
It's really weird.
So let's give Haley alcohol sensitive or not?
I don't care.
Okay, so let's give her a dropper of echinacea, a dropper of Oregon grapefruit. That's it, and some water. Thanks, kitten. Yeah.
That one kind of stings.
Well, I just did a crappy full job there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kind of a weird angle.
It's more, it's just, there's a lot of blood in there. It's beautiful. Okay. I want to wash this out.
There is water over there.
Feel some betadine spray or something?
Yeah, I'll start there. And a couple of Q-tips, please, Matt. This is a betadine, I think H2O2 spray. Betadine, povidone, iodine is not quite herbal. Actually, I think it's a fairly natural substance. And we're going to wash it out with that first. It was clean last night. And this is going to scar. We're not going to try to Steristrip it or anything here. So it's also just a really small wound. And we still use them because they work as ancillary medical adhesive devices.
They look a lot like our modern bandage.
This one they excavated from a pharmacy that burned down in Louisville, Kentucky in 1841, and we resurrected it. Now we're going to put some propolis on there, which will sting, but her, not me. I don't really feel anybody's pain, it's true. But I can sympathize a little.
Yeah.
No, I think it's my last planned walk. Hold on a second. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Oh, my arm.
What's that?
Oh, I was gonna drink this, but then I realized it kind of hurts. Arm around.
I can hold it again if you don't want to hold it.
It's alright, I'll hold it.
I'm just gonna do it to keep this one really simple. So every time we pull it off, it doesn't.
That was like, that was pretty nasty. Yeah. I'm like getting over it.
For all of you medical people who are watching this and thinking you can do a better job, go for it. You come on out here and help us improv in your own ways. That's
There's a train, massage train.
Let me put another piece. I want to put another piece. That's a more breathable tape. This one is a little less, but I just want to hold this bandage in place. Still breathable. Tape, the kind of taping matters. Once you get to know your tapes, actually a lot of things fall into place. Thank you.
What has happened to the people around?
Don't get too fluffy.
Turn over one more time. You can have 3 pieces of cake.
All right. I'm gonna drink this.
Thanks, Ken, for helping.
Thank you. Can I just get a new band-aid for this pinky here?
Yep.
Awesome. I don't want to take over your job.
Well, and I don't want to. That was trailing. If you want to manipulate it a little bit, do you want some tape in case you need to re-tape stuff?
Sure, yeah.
Where's that first little tape? Just I'm not sure we have that much tape.
I used to have some, actually. I kept it with me all the time.
See if they have a small roll-up. Here you go.
Thank you.
Sure. Awesome. Thanks for helping out here, Haley.
Yeah, thank you.
So echinacea as an innate immune stimulant and Oregon grapefruit as an antimicrobial. A lot of it though, right, so these herbs that we're using, but a lot of it's just basic wound and hand care, and then my care, watching with betadine afterwards. So like where there's a lot of, what herbs we use, a lot of it is just your basic first aid stuff, really.